Hey guys, it's Melanie Hinds, your fastest Iraqi dinar on the net. It's Friday. Happy Friday. My husband and I had a beautiful time with the horses, and we're getting ready to walk the dogs. We also saw some friends of ours up north, and I got some something for the winter. This new sweatshirt. Look, it's got a bear on it. And Maine has bears, and it has a big bear on it. Northeastern Firearms. And then God surprised us. We have something from UPS that we have to pick up. And then he got me these. These came in today. It's strawberry sprinkles, confetti's fries. I don't know. It's this new lip stuff, and I got it on now. What do you think? Guys, I'm always trying new lip stuff ever since they got rid of my favorite, the lip, what are they called? Lip bling. Anyway, so I'm wearing this. It's called Page Vine. That's the brand of the lip stuff I'm wearing. Let me know how you like it. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I had a brilliant time with the horses. I actually got to ride my baby for the first time on my own. On my own. My husband was lunging his horse. It was amazing. And so I'm glad you're here. Please subscribe and tap the bell. I love you all so much. I'm going to be drinking this before we walk the dogs, MLT. If you want that, you can send me an email and say you want more information about the MLT. It helps with your metabolism, and I look this way at 60 because of my shakes and because, I fast and pray all the time. But I had my shake, and then we had some snacks on the way. So high protein snacks. You need protein as you get older. So here's the deal. Thank you, wonderful Wyoming, for sending me this article. U.S.-Iraq communications resume, and al-Sudani's on his way to Washington had it not been for the factional stalemate. Quote, Prime Minister Mohammed Shial al-Sudani is likely to visit Washington in the coming days ahead of the elections scheduled for November 11th. This move could be considered a painful electoral blow to his domestic opponents. Why? Because in Iraq, the citizens, we bombed the crap out of them for 20 years. What do you think they think of the U.S.? They think we're the head of the snake. They don't like us, right? So they don't want to hear that he's coming here to negotiate with President Donald J. Trump, because everybody knows him. He's a global brand. So these expectations are based on what can be described as a return to warmth in Iraqi-American relations after a period of nearly 4 months of coldness, which would finally end with a phone call between al-Sudani and U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on Tuesday evening. So guys, things are heating up. What do you think? Comment down below. Oh, I forgot to put my rings back on. Honey, my rings are in the truck. My wedding ring and my other ring. I take my rings off to deal with my horses because they're delicate and I don't want to screw them up. Anyways, I need to remember that. Anyways, we're going to have hamburgers for dinner. What are you having for dinner? It's a Sabbath rest. By the way, breaking news. That's breaking news that Sudani is coming to Iraq. Sudani's coming to America. He's coming to America. Guys, it's Friday. I'm happy because I've been spending some time with my hubby, my horses, and my dogs. We're going to go walk the dogs. So, but the article's coming out of Iraq. I bring you the best news out of Iraq. Breaking news. The breaking news out of Iraq was Iraq's North Oil, Kirkuk exports, which we reported on, started flowing on September 27th. And they're doing 250,000 barrels per day right now. Also, dollars up as trade war worries simmer, hopes rise for Trump and Xi's conversation. I did this great illustration of have you ever seen the poker board scene with the big dogs? Trump is a big bulldog. Putin is like either a Doberman or a pit bull. Xi is an Asian dog. I don't know what they look like. I know the Asian cats look really funny and skinny. And India, they're all warring for oil, and everybody's against Russia right now. So everybody's looking to, even Kuwait came in that article and said, OPEC's willing to cut back on some of our things to make the difference for the oil. So guys, everybody's at this big poker table. Kuwait's at the kids' table. Iraq is like still, they're one of the number 2 producer in OPEC, and they don't have a globally recognized currency. What's wrong with this picture? We know what's wrong. We know this because God revealed it to us. So this thing is about to go. I just know it. But if you want to hear that scenario, it was really fun for you to understand in a simple way what's really going on between Xi and Trump and the head of India. It's really funny. And then oil prices edge lower after sharp rise supported by supply risk. I mean, I talked about all of this morning. It was really funny. I love sharing the bigger picture with y'all and helping you understand in a simple, understandable way. Then the Forex to IQD rate on the digital, if on Handle Forex, The Iraqi dinar, the digital stable coin, is got a value of 126. That's Iraqi dinar. That's not globally. On the Forex, it is still at 0.00076. But again, I'm the only one who has that Forex article because of the Colonel, who was a Forex trader, gave me that intel. And what was that intel? That intel was that Forex has already loaded the rate at 481.01. And if they remove the 3 zeros, it's going to come off that rate, which is 4.80 then, right? That is the rate. It's already on the Forex. We're not waiting on anything other than the coordinated political timing, accordance with that FX letter that anybody's a professional trader on FX would know. One of our favorite intel providers is such that. That was his second career. So now we go to the summary of everybody else. Nader from the Middle East, he just did a 2-minute video. It was hard to hear. I listened to it on my way home because we had a long drive. You couldn't really hear it, but they were talking about removal of the zeros, I think. Now, Nader comes up with this summary. So he just did a video a few hours ago, so you can go listen to it. It says, the only way you can open an Iraqi bank account is Turkey, Oman, Iraq, Lebanon, even Kuwait. You can open an account. American banks, which is Citibank and JP Morgan, but you have to be in Iraq to open a Citibank or JP Morgan account. You can do it, but you have to be there. Now, Nader would know because he's a global citizen. He's a citizen in Iraq and a citizen in the United States. I'm glad he's answering these kind of questions that I can't answer. But I give you 3 steps for a safe exchange. How do you find a bank in your area? What do you say when you're talking to that bank before, during, and after your exchange? What do you say, and how do you know how to keep the money after you become a member of my channel? You get to know my channel. The mastermind group level is where we're going to meet and talk about how do you keep this kind of wealth? How do you manage it? Then, of course, you've got the negative Nelly Fun New, which is saying that an internationally qualified consultant is needed to require to calculate the payment per barrel to KRG. Which currently stands at $16. The consultancy firm has yet to be determined, so the HCL is going nowhere fast. That's according to them because they're not watching the bigger picture like I am. I don't know what Funlu does for a living, but they're obviously not, you can't do everything well, but when you've been focused on it as much as I am and you have my background, you can see what's going on. Militiaman, Iraq's financial house is in order. The dinar is ready. Iraq is integrated into global markets. That's how serious it is. You've got the finance minister telling you, don't listen to politics. Pay attention to what we're telling you. You got the governor of the central bank talking about restructuring new notes. It's pretty powerful information. Mark Z says, I know for a fact that there are some Wells Fargos that are openly talking about this currency and some even selling it at some locations. Many people have seen this in person. Many bankers have been specifically trained to handle the currencies we are looking at. This process has started around the world, not just in the U.S. Comment, my U.S. branch keep sending me information on wealth management. I've had people in my channel also say the same. Wealth managers are contacting them because they know what you have. They know what you have and they know it's coming. But they can't talk about it specifically. If you call banks and they don't know you, they cannot say they're ever going to do it. Their party line is, we do not deal in that because it's not yet on Forex. It is on Forex, but it's not released because they're waiting for coordinated political timing, just like I did the thing on my live stream this morning. I talked about the dogs at the poker table. They can't let this out. They can't let the citizens know ahead of time. Just saying. Frank 26, Mr. Sammy says CBI has not officially announced this, but here's what a new $10 dinar note will appear as. He said, we are waiting on the CBI to officially release and tell us this. Frank says they're starting to introduce the lower notes. This is so wonderful. That's why they're being cautious. And he goes, I have a very good feeling. You can wait until the CBI, but I recognize what I see on it. But let's wait for the CBI to officially make this announcement. Once they make the announcement for the lower notes, the new rate will follow. They showed it right here, a 10 dinar note right here. You see it? They showed it right there. What do you think? Comment down below. Look, I don't think we're waiting for them to announce it. Why? Because this is a digital system. Everybody's going digital. Everybody in America has direct deposit. Iraq is catching up. Everything's digital. Even their customs is AI run. The banking system is run by AI, so they can catch all the crooks a lot faster than analysts can. And analysts can be paid off. The AI can't. The AI will tell you the truth as they see it or as it's been programmed to see it. So the lower denoms, all this combination of who's going to say it, it's coordinated political timing, and I'm sure they've run that through the AI too, given all the headlines. I'm just saying. What do you think? So you got the lower notes. We've been told the lower notes are going to live alongside the larger notes, but they're going to get rid of all the cash by when? Wasn't it September of next year or July of next year? The military pullout was this September and next September, all completely out. And Trump said he doesn't want the military to go till he's paid. Some of our military sources are in different countries. They've been dispersed. But it doesn't matter, guys. I still know where to get my information. Right out of Iraq is where you need to be looking, and nothing else needs to be done. Again, it's preloaded on Forex. All they need is a release from the coordinated political timing. So you got Iraq, or you got Sudani visiting Trump. What do you think? Coordinated political timing much? Guys, this could happen anytime. Today was a holy day in Iraq. There's not much news. Tomorrow is my holy day because it's a Sabbath tonight. My husband asked me not to do anything because he has plans for us. So again, it's his third day off in a row. So I'm going to honor my husband. There will be no live stream in the morning. I will not have to get up super early. Thank you, Jesus. And I will see you guys maybe after sundown if there's a summary to do. But other than that, I'm not planning on doing any intel tomorrow, anything tomorrow. I'm taking the Sabbath off. Why? Because God needs to bring this, and I'm going to be obedient. Maybe you should try it. Fast and pray, taking the Sabbath off. I think that's a good start. So I'll see you Sunday morning at 9 a.m. I apologize. If you miss me, just go to one of the other live streams you missed, because, guys, I have almost 12,000 videos. Just saying, you can't run out of content. My shorts will be posting because my software does that. I'll load it up tonight and it'll be posting shorts. So you'll have a lot of shorts. But guys, I still believe this is done. What do you think? Comment down below. What do you think? And what are you having for dinner? I'm having burgers. Bye.